Baby oil, water, $3, and your car's interior is about to look like it just rolled off the showroom floor. Welcome to Professor Hassan's lab. Not sprayed, not masked, but restored at the material level where the damage actually happens. Every faded panel, every chalky dashboard, every piece of plastic that lost its color is not ruined. It's dehydrated, and dehydration is reversible when you understand what the surface actually needs. Most people think cleaning and restoring are the same thing. They are not even close, and confusing them is exactly why interiors keep getting worse over time. Cleaning removes dirt from the surface. Restoration replaces what the material has lost from within. And the entire auto detailing industry quietly relies on that confusion, because if you knew the difference, you would stop buying half the products sitting on those shelves. Armor All built its reputation on shine, but shine is not restoration, and it never was. Shine is a visual trick. It reflects light in a way that hides the real condition underneath. For a few days, your dashboard looks darker. Then it fades faster than before, and you think you need more product. That cycle is not accidental. It is the business model. So let's break it down at the level nobody explains. What is actually happening to your car's interior over time? Your dashboard is not just plastic. It is a polymer composite engineered to hold oils inside its structure. Those oils keep it flexible. They prevent cracking, fading, and long-term damage. Every time sunlight hits your car, those oils slowly evaporate. Heat accelerates the process. What you see as fading is not dirt. It is the absence of internal moisture and conditioning. And once that process starts, it does not stop on its own. It continues until the material becomes brittle and permanently damaged. Now here is where most people make the wrong move. They apply a surface coating instead of replacing what was lost. A coating sits on top. It does not enter the material, and if it does not enter the material, it cannot restore it. It can only hide it temporarily. Armor All's core ingredient is silicone, specifically a compound designed to create surface shine. That silicone spreads across the panel. It fills microscopic gaps and reflects light evenly. This creates the illusion of a restored surface, but nothing has changed underneath. Within days, that silicone begins to break down. It oxidizes, becomes slightly sticky, and starts attracting dust. Dust sticks to the residue. The surface becomes uneven again. Then the white haze appears. That haze is not dirt. It is degraded product sitting in the grooves. At the same time, the plastic underneath is still dry, still losing oils, still degrading. So now you apply more product, and the cycle repeats. Layer after layer builds up, each one breaking down faster than the last. That is why older dashboards look worse even after repeated treatment, not better. Now here is what changes everything. Understanding what actually works instead of what looks like it works. Plastic needs conditioning, not coating. Conditioning means replacing lost oils, returning flexibility to the material, and that requires something that can penetrate the surface, not sit on top of it. This is where baby oil comes in, not as a hack, but as chemistry. Baby oil is mineral oil, a lightweight, stable, penetrating oil. It does not evaporate quickly. It does not oxidize into sticky residue. It moves into porous materials, including plastic, vinyl, and leather. When applied correctly, it does not create shine. It creates depth. That depth is the original color returning, not a coating reflecting light. Now when you mix baby oil with water, something important happens. You create an emulsion, a temporary blend where oil can be distributed evenly. Water acts as the delivery system, carrying the oil across the surface. Then it evaporates, leaving the oil behind inside the material, not on top, inside. This is the difference between a 2-day result and a 2-month result, because once oil is inside the polymer, it slows down further moisture loss. It stabilizes the material, it reduces cracking and fading, and it restores that deep, rich color that coatings try to fake. But this only works if you apply it correctly. And this is where most people fail. They rush the process, they skip preparation, and they end up blaming the method instead of the mistake. Before you apply anything, you need to remove everything that should not be there. Old product buildup, dust, oils, contaminants, all of it has to go. Because if you don't remove it, you trap it. And trapped contamination ruins the result. A clean surface is not optional. It is the foundation of everything that comes next. And once that surface is clean, the difference becomes immediate. You are no longer covering damage, you are correcting it, and that is the point where this stops being a trick and starts being control. Now that your surface is fully cleaned and stripped of any old residue, you are working with bare material. This is the only state where real conditioning can actually happen. Everything you do from this point forward will either restore the surface or contaminate it again. That is why control matters more than speed. Start by preparing your mixture correctly. 70% water and 30% baby oil is not random, it is balance. Too much water weakens the delivery, too much oil prevents proper absorption. When you shake the bottle and see that slightly milky texture, that is the emulsion forming. That temporary blend is what allows even distribution across the surface. Without it, oil would sit unevenly. An uneven application always leads to uneven results. Never spray directly onto the panel. That is the fastest way to lose control over how much product you are applying. Instead, spray onto a clean microfiber cloth. 2 or 3 sprays are enough to dampen the fibers without soaking them. A damp cloth spreads evenly. A soaked cloth overloads the surface and leaves excess behind. Now place the cloth onto the panel and begin applying using straight, controlled strokes. Follow the natural lines of the material instead of random circular motions. This is not about pressure, it is about placement and consistency. As you move across the surface, watch carefully how the color changes. You will see the plastic darken gradually, not instantly. That change is not a film forming on top. It is the oil being absorbed into microscopic pores. Different areas may absorb at slightly different speeds. That is normal and depends on exposure to heat and sunlight over time. Work in sections instead of trying to cover everything at once. This ensures each area receives equal attention and proper absorption time. Once a section is covered, stop applying. Do not keep layering product thinking it will improve the result. More product does not mean better conditioning. It only increases the chance of residue buildup. Now pause for 2 full minutes. This is where the process actually completes itself. During this time, the water begins to evaporate. As it does, it pulls the oil deeper into the material. This is the mechanism most people never understand. The application is only half the process. Absorption is the other half. If you interrupt this stage, you interrupt the result. Patience here determines everything that follows. After waiting, take a second clean microfiber cloth. This one must be completely dry. Lightly buff the surface using the same straight motion. You are not scrubbing, only removing anything that did not absorb. The surface should now feel smooth, not oily. If it feels greasy, you used too much product. Visually, the finish should look natural, not glossy, not reflective, just deeper and richer in color. This is what real restoration looks like. Not something added, but something returned. Now let's talk about durability, because this is where the difference becomes obvious over time. A silicone coating begins to fail the moment it is exposed to air and heat. That breakdown is unavoidable. A conditioned surface, however, changes internally. The oil inside slows down further moisture loss. This means the material holds its restored state longer, not because it is protected on top, but because it is stabilized within. That is why this method lasts significantly longer, and why repeated use improves results instead of degrading them. Each application builds on the previous one, slowly bringing the material closer to its original condition. Now consider the long-term impact. Instead of constantly masking damage, you are actively preventing it. Cracking slows down, fading reduces, texture remains consistent. This is not cosmetic improvement, it is material preservation. Now let's address where people usually go wrong even after learning this method. The first mistake is applying too frequently. More is not better when it comes to conditioning. Once every few weeks is enough for maintenance. Overuse can lead to unnecessary buildup. The second mistake is ignoring temperature. Applying on a hot dashboard disrupts the absorption process. Heat causes rapid evaporation. This leads to uneven distribution and weaker results. Always work in shade or when the interior is cool. This ensures controlled absorption. The third mistake is poor surface preparation. Even small amounts of residue can block absorption. If oil cannot reach the material, it cannot restore it. Cleaning is never optional. Now let's expand beyond dashboards. The same principle applies to almost every interior surface. Door panels, armrests, center consoles, all respond the same way, because they are built from similar materials. Even rubber seals benefit from light conditioning. They stay flexible and resist cracking over time. Leather surfaces also respond well when treated correctly. But always use smaller amounts and test first. The goal is always the same. Restore what was lost, not overwhelm what is there. Now think about professional detailing services. What are you actually paying for? Not magic products, not secret formulas, but time, labor, and understanding. The chemistry remains the same regardless of the price tag. Only the branding changes. High-end products often use the same base ingredients, just refined, packaged, and marketed differently. And once you understand that, you stop chasing labels. You start focusing on function. This is where real control begins, not in buying more, but in knowing more. Now imagine applying this method consistently over several months. Your interior no longer fades at the same rate. It maintains a stable, restored look. The material feels healthier, softer, more flexible, less prone to damage. This is not temporary improvement. It is long-term correction. And once you see that difference, it changes how you approach maintenance entirely. You stop reacting to damage. You start preventing it before it happens. That shift alone saves you more money than any product ever will. Because prevention is always cheaper than repair. Always. Now take a step back and look at the bigger picture. A $3 solution just replaced a $300 habit. Not through luck, but through understanding. And that understanding is what most industries quietly rely on you not having. Because once you do, you stop depending on them, and when you stop depending, you stop overspending. That is the real value here. Not just a clean dashboard, but control over the process. If this saved you money, don't forget to subscribe for more simple, science-based solutions. And if you want the full picture, the Science of Survival playlist has every episode in one.